Welcome back, guys. So in a few hours from now, Nigeria is going to be locking horns with South Africa in the World Cup qualifying games. The table is looking completely bad right now because we've now moved to fifth position from fourth that I talked about in the last video. And the reason is because Lesotho won their match today against Zimbabwe, and that has pushed us further down the table. And this means that we have to win the match. It was a must-win match, and now it's a must-win match times two for Nigerian Super Eagles. And the South African head coach, Hugo Bruce, stated that if he gets the draw, that it's not the worst result for him. So that means that they are okay with getting a draw. But it's not the same for Nigerian Super Eagles and for Coach Finidi. And of course, we know that. But, for Coach Finidi to actually get something out of this game, we are going to have to get some things right, at least 3 or 4 things right. And the first thing that I think that Coach Finidi has to get right is the fact about the formation that he wants to use for this game. Finidi once stated that he would prefer to go with the 4-2-3 formation as that's his best formation, and it's the formation that actually allows, that gives the team balance, in terms of defending and then attacking. And he didn't really like the whole, formation that Pesero played with the Nigerian Super Eagles that had us defending most of the time, the 3-5-2-1 formation. But again, the coach is open to switching between formations depending on what's currently happening with the team, how he wants to affect the game, etc. Among other things that could actually make him want to change formation. So whether it's 4-3-3, 4-2-2, or 3-5-2-1, whatever he decides to pick, it should be a formation that actually allows us to have a balance and as well as exploit our strength, which is the attacking areas, because this Nigerian Super Eagles is obviously blessed with attacking talents. So he has to go for formation that will obviously allow us to express our strength in terms of attacking. Second thing I think that Coach Finidi needs to get right is who's going to be between the sticks for us, whether it's Stanley Nwabali or Okoye. Of course, these two goalkeepers are obviously very informed. We talked about that on this channel. But Finidi has a big decision to make regarding who he wants to wear that shirt for this South African game. Of course, Nwabali has proven himself in the Nigerian Super Eagles shirt. We saw that in the last Nations Cup. But Okoye also has proven to be Nigeria's best goalkeeper in Europe. So this is a very big decision for Coach Finidi to make. And this has the potential to actually decide whether we are going to get anything from this game. The thing that Coach Finidi needs to get right is the question about who's going to replace Victor Osimhen. Of course, we know how big a void Osimhen's absence is for Nigerian Super Eagles. But again, the big decision right here for Coach Finidi to make is to decide who is going to replace him and perform. We have the likes of Boniface available, Onwatru available, Terry Murphy, of course, available as well. So these three guys are in top form in their respective club sides. We talked about that on this channel. But to actually decide who's going to fill in that space as the striker to start the game is also something that will have a very significant bearing on this match tonight. And the fourth thing that I think he needs to get right is who's going to be the captain. Because we know that captains have the ability to affect games. They can control the morale of the game, the tempo, and everything. Talk to their players, coordinate the team, bring up team spirits, and everything like that. So Finidi needs to get these 4 aspects at least right for we to get the results tonight. From the look of things, it seems that either of Wilfred Ndidi or Kelechi Iheanacho is going to be given the captain, because during the pre-match conference, Coach Finidi obviously worked out with these 2 players, and they are also the 2 players that have stayed longest in the Nigerian Super Eagles team. But it's very likely that Wilfred Ndidi might get the nod to be the captain ahead of Kelechi Iheanacho. But we'll see how everything turns out, how Finidi decides on this 4 aspects. And of course, a victory tonight is definitely going to uplift the spirit of the team, and it's going to push us to the top position, joint table toppers with Lesotho. So it's something that everyone is relishing to happen. But quickly, let me give you guys my predicted formation and lineup for this evening's game. Quickly, for my formation, I would go for a 4-3-3 formation for this match. And for the goalkeeping area, I would like to see Stanley Nwabali retain his position in the goalkeeping area. And it's very easy a decision for me because Stanley Nwabali, of course, has been doing some great things for Chippa United. We saw, that he won a lot of accolades for his team, keeping the most clean sheets in the league and also the most saves, which is something really fantastic. Also, I support the saying that goes, do not fix what's not broken. So our goalkeeping area is not broken. I don't see any reason why we need to fix it. Even though Koye is in form, it's always good to have a backup that's also as good. So for the defensive area, I'd like to see the likes of Sadiq Ismail should occupy the 2 position. Of course, we've seen his scores. He's had more than a dozen assists, playing in the NPFL. So for me, he gets the nod to play in the 2. And then I'd like to also see Semi Ajayi and Kevin Bassey playing 5 and 6. 2 central Bs. And then for the left wing flank, I'd like to see the other NPFL player, Bokwe of Rangers Football Club. And for the midfield, I'd like to see a 3 midfield of Ndidi, Dele Bashir, and Frank Onyeka. And then for the last 3, that's the front 3, I'd like to see the likes of Ademola Lookman playing from the left flank, Boniface playing from the right flank, and then Terry Murphy playing in the middle, that's playing the 9th position. This is my preferred lineup, but let's see what Coach Finidi decides to go for tonight. Make sure to drop your lineup, what you think is the best lineup for this game tonight in the comment section. Depending on how the match flows, Finidi can always decide to make in-game formation switch, to suit the current tempo of the game. Of course, we have the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, who can always come in second half from anywhere around maybe 60 minutes upwards, 60, 65 minutes, 70 minutes. And the likes of Paul Onachu. This is what I personally would go for, but don't forget to drop yours in the comment section. But for other update, let me let you know that Tosin Adarabioyo has now been announced by Chelsea as the official Chelsea Football Club player. First signing of the season for Enzo Maresca, and he's now been unveiled by the club. And of course, we wish him all the best. He's still one of us, and we hope to see what he does with Chelsea over the next coming season. The last news, guys, let me let you know that Peter Obi visited Nigerian Super Eagles legend Tijani Babayaro, who obviously had an accident, a very ghastly accident over the last couple of weeks, where he unfortunately lost his son and his brother, who also played for Nigerian Golden Eaglet. Peter Obi shared this on the social media, and as he commiserated with the Nigerian football legend. Such a kind humanitarian gesture from Peter Obi. Yet again, we've seen him do things like this time and again, and it feels so good to actually see him extend this to Tijani Babangida. But that's the update, guys. Thank you for watching this one. Don't forget to like and share the video. React to any of the stories that you like. Don't forget to drop your formation for this night's game. Whatever you think, Finidi will go for in terms of formation and the players that you want to see start the game. Thanks for catching this one. Hopefully, Nigerian Super Eagles emerge victorious, and then in my next video, we'll talk about how we beat South Africa. Thanks for sticking around. Take care of yourself. Stay tuned to the channel.